Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to Emnix Plays Path of Exile Breach League Hardcore. Last episode we were trying to do the unique monsters quest in Merciless. Where was that? Unique monsters. Triskeriaki. We kinda, like an idiot, we kinda just ran right past them and forgot to kill them. However, we did get the kill rare monsters in Merciless part, so all of the Calm's rare monsters have been defeated. We're gonna get back to this maybe in the future, but today let's work on maps again. So currently we are sitting at 4 bonus objectives completed. I would really like to get Zana invited into my hideout, but I need to do a couple of requests before we can do that. With masters, they need to be at least level 2 before you actually get them into their hideout. Somebody asked me the other day on one of my YouTube comments, and he was like, Emnix, what are you planning to do when it comes to pathing in the maps? Are you gonna try to get a specific map first, or or take a specific route so that you have efficient pathing in the atlas? And but what I mean by that is, and I didn't really explain this in my map guide, if a map drops, basically say the beach map has its bonus objective completed. If you were to do a tier 1 map, and typically if you kill a rare mob or unique mob, they would drop maps that's 1 tier higher. It would either drop this beach map because its bonus objective is completed, or this oasis map because it's directly connected. So if you were to make a pathing with your bonus objectives so that if a map were to drop, you only get like favorable maps to drop, like you can get really efficient mapping in the atlas. So I'm gonna tell you a secret of what I'm gonna do this league for the atlas, and the secret is I am gonna do none of that. Absolutely none of that. It takes a smarter man than me to do something like that. You need to figure out, which maps you like, which maps is good for your build, and which bosses, you're able to handle. But for me, because I haven't done enough maps in my life, and with all these new maps from last league, I actually don't know what all the mods out there are, or what all the map bosses are. So I think at the very least, I want to just experience doing all the bonuses, getting everything, and just not really caring like what maps we get. And if the map is hard, we'll do it. If it's way too hard, we'll trade it up or something, turn it into a chisel, something, I don't know, or sell it, right? And if anything, we'll just shape the maps that we like and go from there. So today I have a ghetto map right here, and I'm thinking maybe we should just run it unidentified. It's a little dangerous, but it'll work to, like, we should have done this with the tier 1 maps, to be honest, but with this we can work towards where was it? Completing, it has to be unID'd rare maps, not just unID'd blue maps, huh? Ah, crap. Okay, if that's the case, where's my map? I'll just ID it. And hope that it's a twin map. If not, whatever, we'll run it anyways. Oh, it has to be unID'd rare maps, huh? Is there twinned here? No? Okay. Fleet map of toughness. Increased speed, and they take reduced damage from critical strikes. That's not too bad. They'll be attacking faster, and moving faster, which might be a bit of a problem inside of a breach. But hopefully it'll be fine. Now the ghettos are pretty open, so that does give us enough space to kite around. So that's good. Now I switched back to Rallying Cry from Enduring Cry. And just so that we can get a little bit of extra DPS. And I've been sort of experimenting with a lot of ways to try and get more damage. Hold on, let's get rid of this ghost first. Well, where'd he go? I need to keep him stunned. Whoa, why did I take so much damage? Alchemist, huh? Whoa, why my resistance is so shitty? What? Wait. Hold on 1 second. Oh, the alchemist lowered my resistances somehow. Okay, that was kind of scary. Sorry. So damage. So I've been experimenting with a lot of things, and one thing that I tried. Look at my alternate weapon slot. I got my hands on the drill neck. I got my hands on a drill neck and tried to use it, and just to determine whether it's better or not, like the damage wise, stun wise, and everything. And the damage is better, but is it better for my build? The answer, surprisingly, was no. It wasn't better for my build. And the reason for that is this Cragfall reduces enemy stun threshold by 24%. That might not seem like much, but apparently it made like a huge difference. I switched over to drill neck, and then afterwards I couldn't stun anything. Currently with my Cragfall, I can permanently stun Vol in the Act 4 Droid Lakes. But when I switched over to the drill neck, he wouldn't get stunned at all. So I'm starting to think that this stun threshold mod is just way too important to get rid of. And what that means that our source of damage and defense, it doesn't matter. It's not going to come from the quiver. This quiver is too important to give up. Now, one thing I could do is I could try to corrupt it and get some like nice mods, maybe like multiple arrows or something like that. Or not even that, like maybe even just, penetration. Or, I don't know. But yeah, this quiver, like, I'm actually really surprised, but I can't get rid of this quiver. I just can't. It's way too important for our build. And I guess that's what you would call like build defining like uniques, right? Without this quiver, I don't think our build would work. And I'll give you a demonstration right now. Like I think I can do it. So let's put in the drill neck. Okay. Where's my siege ballista? Excuse me. Oh, here we go. Okay. So previously with the Cragfall, 4600 DPS. Drill neck, 5300. With frenzy charges, I think it goes up to like 6,000. 6,900. Okay. Now let's go find ourselves a rare mob. Or even like a map boss. Like we definitely do more damage, but it doesn't make up for the fact that we lose a big defense like stat in the stun. They don't get stunned anymore. Okay, let me go find it. Obviously they die really quick now. Now the white mom still gets stunned. But I guess my point is that like we have faster clear speed with white mobs, but then we couldn't do anything against bosses. Obviously with the Cragfall, once you get into later maps, you're still gonna have a problem where, yeah, you can't stun them at all because you just don't do any damage anymore. But at this point in time, we do enough damage to perma-stun. But with the drill neck, we don't have enough stun threshold to perma-stun. Like that's where the problem is. So from the looks of it, the stun threshold is actually more important than the damage in itself. So we're gonna have to still stick with the Cragfall forever, I think. Now maybe my calculations were off. Maybe I just didn't test it properly. But oh my god. Okay, I need to like cap my resistances. Like this is not good. I'm not elemental weakness capped, and it's starting to be a problem. Like this map, they're casting elemental weakness and it's doing so much damage. But yeah, our damage is gonna have to come from from something else. It's not multiple totems either. I think at the end of the day it's gonna come from having a 6-link or a 5-link. So we're really gonna need to save up this league. We need a lot of money. Not to buy things, but just to, Oh god, is that the boss? Oh, it is. But yeah, not to buy things, but just to link up our items. Like, look. Permanently stunned. Let's switch over to drill neck. Oh, it can't. Not permanently stunned. Even though I'm doing so much more damage. You see that? I'm not okay with this. I think the stun is more important than just clear speed. Because stun is a form of defense for me. So there you go. I mean, experiment over. Was it worth the 8 chaos I spent on the drill neck just to find out whether it was worth it? Yeah, I think so. I think so. If anything, I'll try to resell the drill neck. Maybe underprice it a little for like 7 chaos or something. But like, now we know. Don't mess with that. Don't mess with the cragfall. Don't mess with the quiver. It's not happening. And with something like rear guard, it'll give us a lot of block, which is really good defense. But you know what? At this point in time, stun is the ultimate defense for us. But I think I might switch over to a rear guard if I were to face a boss that's just like stun immune, like an unwavering boss. Obviously, we would need something else in that case. Now, in terms of the bow itself, I don't think we can upgrade the bow either. Like, I think we're stuck with the Lionized Glare. I looked around for like the highest physical DPS, just raw numbers, and Lionized Glare was that item. Like, unless we get like a mirror-worthy Harbinger bow, like this is it. This is our weapon. So we actually have very limited choices in where we can do upgrades. I guess we upgrade on the passive tree. We upgrade using the ring, the rings, the amulet. That's about it. So I'm starting to think like, wow, we're actually kind of capped. And then 6 linking the Lionized Glare. That is our long-term goal for the rest of this league. That's what we're aiming for. Now, admittedly, our rings are pretty bad. They're like really bad. So we can get like maybe a couple hundred DPS from that. But, you know, we're still looking at like, we're still missing a lot of DPS. Now, I only looked at the raw numbers for Lionized Glare, admittedly. So maybe with something like Chin Soul, which has 100% increased damage while close range, together with Point Blank, which has 50% more, we can get like a decent amount of damage. But we have to be very selective with how we pick our bows. Like with something like Reach of the Council, a lot of people would be like, you know what, Reach of the Council, best bow for like a character, you know, that's like the best in slot. That might not be the case for us. Reach of the Council has lower DPS. It has lower raw damage. It has probably higher DPS since you can get so many more projectiles. But for us, we need that high initial hit because we need to stun. So each hit has to be very, very strong. And that's why we're looking for raw physical, you know, DPS damage. Well, so I don't know, it's tough. Like maybe we're not looking for physical DPS. I think a crit Harbinger is probably the best way to go. Like a high physical crit Harbinger, and then we go crit build, and each hit will be like really hard. That's probably the way to go. And that might mean we actually turn into a crit build where we take like Malagaros or something. That's kind of tough though, especially in hardcore. Because we need to be survivable too. And Malagaro is an evasion glove, so we won't have armor and just all this stuff, man. Did this thing explode already? Okay. So yeah, I guess what I'm trying to get to at the end of the day is we won't have that many micro goals anymore with regards to our gear. We're essentially gear capped. Yes, you know, like the boot, everything besides the bow and the quiver is still pretty shitty. But there isn't much left that'll give us more damage. I don't think so anyways. I mean, I think there's going to be some serious theory crafting involved now. Now, admittedly, I still have a lot of room, a lot of wiggle space on my passive tree to get damage. I picked up one of these 15% damage nodes. That gave me like 200 DPS. So every 15% gives me around 200. That's not bad. You add a couple more of these, like 2 more sockets, and that's probably going to give you another 3,000 DPS. I'm okay with that. Okay, did I miss an area? What happened? Over here. Over here. But yeah, there's we're gonna have to be creative from now on. We might be at the limits of our build. Okay, I can't find the rest of the 23. And I think I might just give up here. Not only that, the game is stuttering. What's going on? Weird. Oh, here they are. $15 monsters remaining. I gotta check that corner up there. Are they here? Yep. Not a single breach in this map. I'm surprised. Ooh. Kill rare monsters and merciless. Sweet. And we got a storm prison. Okay.
What can I do for you, Exile?
So that's another map completed, which is kind of nice. Alright. I was thinking, and I'm like, you know what? This league is actually really good for chaos recipes, because those breach rings, they drop very, very often. And as such, you know, you don't have to worry about not finding any rings for your chaos recipe. Now you just have to focus on the belt and the amulet. So if you look here, we have a lot more rings than amulets and belts. Once you get a decent amount there, we'll be able to do a lot of chaos recipes, which is good since I am sitting at 0 chaos. We are very poor right now. 0 chaos, 6 jewelers, 17 fusings. Very, very, very poor. We have some alterations, and hopefully once Elrion turns level 6, we can start buying jewelers from him. Once Vorici hits 6, we can start buying fusings from him, and then we'll just, you know, spiral out of control from there, hopefully. Anyways, what's the time? 17 minutes. We still have a bit more time, so we can run another map. Let's do a tier 2 map. It has to be blue in order to complete the bonus objective. 5 objectives complete. We have a lot of white maps. Mostly thanks to the cartographers. So you can consider trading in a couple of those white maps and getting the appropriate map for tier 2s. Because we have the ghetto map. We have a factory map that we're about to run. We don't have an oasis map, but what we can do is we can trade 3 desert maps, which will follow this route and give us 1 oasis map. We can trade 3 jungle valleys for a beach map. So I think we have the tier 2 maps pretty much covered. I think I'm good. Magic monsters, damage is cold, bloodlines. Shouldn't be a problem. Now I have some rune, like this amulet, man. It needs to get replaced so fast. I need to get rid of it ASAP. In order to do that, I need to get some more dexterity, it looks like. I need more dex. How do I do that? I could get another jewel socket and replace here with another fluid motion. I guess that's an option. Get this jewel socket maybe. Where am I gonna put my next passive point actually? What do I want? I ended up getting these 3 life nodes. Oh, by the way, we're currently level 75. So we're getting there in terms of levels. Maybe get the next life nodes. Actually, no. We should give our totem some resistances in life and stuff. Maybe this one. Totems gain 16% all elemental resistance, 10% life node. %15 life, 10% resistance. I like this one better. Let's take that node. And then our totem should be pretty tanky, and then we'll worry about our own tankiness. So maybe that's where the next couple points will go. And after that, we can worry about damage. I mean, 3,000 life is really low. I'm not happy about that. Yeah, look, we have good damage. Well, no, sorry. We can perma-stun, but damage could be higher so we can clear faster. Like, that'd be nice. Oh, a ghetto map. That's nice. More tier 2 maps are always nice. So the reason the ghetto map dropped is because we are currently doing a 69 level map. And in 69 level zones, you can drop, you know, in tier 2 maps, other tier 2 maps can drop as long as those tier 2 maps have had their bonus objectives completed. So the two conditions are either, you know, anything with a bonus objective completed can drop, or anything connected to your current map can drop. So we're doing the factory map, so this tier 3 can drop, factories can drop, ghettos can drop, and anything lower can drop. So any tier 1 can drop. That's basically the rule. I feel like the drop rules for maps are actually like really confusing. Ooh, 20% quality. Level 1 faster casting. Okay. Man, I hope we find a Zana here. I totally forgot there was a rogue Exile because she got permanently stunned. That's so funny. Okay, let's take a couple of these. Let's invite this guy too. Is he joining the party? Yes. Okay. He wants a faster casting. Trade. Oh man, this guy left so fast. Okay, so the reason why I picked up a couple of those 20% items is because they sell for a whetstone straight up, which is kind of nice. So let's deposit those. Picked up a random hatred, picked up a random map. And back to our map device. I would really like a hideout map device. Like, I would really, really like one.
May your maps be merciful.
But, doesn't seem to be happening for a while. Oh my god. What was that? Chaos damage? That really hurts. Charlie bit me. It really hurt. Alright. So apparently there are a lot of strongboxes in this map. One of our prophecies. I'm actually going through prophecies like crazy. I'm actually out of silver coins at this point, and I don't even have like... I haven't even maxed out my prophecies yet. We just... I don't know, I need more item quantity to drop. And in a way, that'll come with doing some like decent maps. If you do difficult maps, they'll have some like decent quantity on them. And hopefully you get more currency drops that way. Now, having quantity on your gear affects your currency drops as well. However, it doesn't affect map drops. Which is kind of unfortunate, you know? Man, I'd like to open this up, but I want to roll it too. At least transmute it. Lately, I've been thinking, like, in Merciless, you have to at least transmute the box. You'll get value out of that, instead of rolling it white. I need to go find myself a transmute orb, and I'll come back. We're gonna need a couple of those though, since I'm assuming there's quite a few strong boxes in this map, especially since we got that prophecy. Maybe I just TP out and go pick one up. Probably saves me time. Yeah, let's just go back. Let's clear out this area and then we'll head back. Go pick up some stuff from our inventory. And I don't know, maybe I'll get lucky and these things will drop transmute. Guess not. Okay, we want to transmute. We want some augments. I probably don't want alterations, but heck, let's just take it. And map device. Okay, let's head back. Open up that artisans. It might not be worth it, but I don't know. That has to be worth it. +2 chest level. Whatever, man. I'll just spend 1 transmute on it. Like, if we get a GCP out of it, that's worth it. I was hoping for more items, but I'm not going to spend alterations on it. Yeah, like, this is worth. A GCP for a transmute? Thank you. Or transmute for a GCP? Seems pretty good.
Still sane.
Oh! We did it! Zana's map. Okay, we have to actually try and complete that mission. That might be a little tough because it's one of those time missions and we don't have great clear speed. Hopefully she hits level 2 and we can actually invite her to our hideout though. If not, we're gonna have to kick someone out. And we're gonna have to evict somebody from the Big Brother house. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm no Dan Giesling. I'm not heartless like that. All right. All right. Not bad. Now, armor scraps don't seem like that much, but they have some value. Well, maybe not armor scraps. Blacksmith whetstones are actually worth quite a bit, I think. Mostly due to the fact that you need them to roll chisels. So they're never in short supply. Or they're always in short supply. So, you know, more is always better when it comes to the whetstones. Do I have a chance orb? No. Hey, another strong box. Whoa! Whoa! Keeper of the Trove. Amazing! We just got a crap load of belts. That was fucking great. Each one of those is going to be part of a chaos. You're going to be part of something greater. Part of the greater good. Gonna get disassembled. Rare mobs, chest detonates. Oh god. Okay, now the reason why I haven't entered Zana's map yet, if you're wondering, is because I'd like to clear this map out first before we do anything. Oh god, there's an EK Rogue Exile. There we go. So we have to be careful with how we use our portals. Because the portals are going to be very limited, and not only that, we have a Zana map which can potentially bring back more items. So maybe I shouldn't have wasted all those portals early on. How many do I have? I have 3 left, essentially.
Learn anything new?
Okay, well... Well...
Ask away.
Just gotta be very careful. We're gonna have to be selective. And here's where, you know, where the opportunity cost in maps comes into play. Gonna have to be selective with what we bring back and not waste too many of these portals. Okay, now the belts. Are there any, like, actual decent belts that I can maybe just sell? The answer is no. Never. Because all my luck is spent on just not dying. Like, it's a miracle I'm not dead yet. In return, I will never get anything good. No good items. Sorry, Emnix. That's just how it works. Karma. Okay, I do want to bring these with me. Ghetto map over here. And then put away these scraps. Bring some more wisdom scrolls just in case we need to ID items. Back into the map I go. I guess I'll take some of this stuff with me. Gotta be careful with these alchemists. They actually do quite a bit of damage. It's pretty rough if I'm not careful. And I don't seem to have good regen, which is a bit of a concern actually. I'd like to help, but I'm in a map. I'm sorry. Okay, I gotta remember to message that guy and sell the hatred. Or if we manage to sell some stuff. Got a lot of whispers every day with regards to gems. Which is good, because we need some source of income, you know, outside of just straight farming. Like some of the items that we farm, if we vendor it, it's worth like nothing. But there's, you know, one man's treasure is another man's garbage, or is that how the saying goes? One man's garbage, one man's junk is another man's treasure. You get what I'm trying to say. Basically, you know, we need to supplement our income a little. You know, it's like you're a hunter, and then once you finish hunting the animals, you need to refine the fur, and now you're selling fur coats. Oh, but apparently, you shouldn't be wearing fur because it harms the animals. And no, man, I'm gonna wear a fur coat because it's comfy as fuck. My buddy went to he walked into a fur coat, like a fur protest, while wearing a fur coat or something. And people were like, "Why are you wearing that?" He's like, "Cause it's warm." Like, I don't get that. Like, he was like, "It's coyote fur, leave it alone." Okay, we're done here. But yeah, like, you know, after getting our drops, we make it look pretty, add a couple mods, and, you know, try to sell that. Or the gems. Gems typically sell for like scraps, and yet we can get it to be worth, you know, like an elk. Someone's willing to buy gems for an elk, so why not, right? Ooh, a replenishing shrine. Okay, we should do the boss. I wanted to full clear everything first, but I guess it doesn't matter, so let's just go in. What is the boss? I don't know what to expect. Oh, what? Get that shit out of here. Stun him. Can I? I don't know. Maybe I don't do enough damage. Especially if I'm frickin' chilled. Like, chilled totems is just bad news bears. Maybe kill the ads first. Let's go around. I heard a sound. Okay, let's get rid of these guys first. And then we'll worry about the boss. Oh, I think we stunned her. Ah, I should take Pete away. Don't do that. Alright, got her. Got her. Good. Okay, so that's a relief. The fact that, you know, even in tier 2 maps we can kind of stun the boss as long as we get a good start. Once they stay stunned, you can just keep stunning them because they won't fight back. So that's good. Oops. So at least, you know, the build still works. We're just gonna keep going until the build doesn't work, and then that's when we panic. That's when we seriously panic. Oh my god. Those things are not fun. Still 37 monsters remaining. I don't want a claw. Let's go take a look at the gem cutters. Sure. 3 rare monsters, 8 additional items. Maybe there'll be some good gems in there. I can fight so close because of all these stuns, man. Ooh, superior flesh offerings, superior detonate mines. Sure. Is there anything else in here that increased area effect? Bone offering, fortify. What else can I try and sell? Frost blades, maybe? Nobody will want punishment. Let's take the chain supports. Void manipulation might be good. Let's just think of them as like an elk, but it doesn't stack. You know what? Let's go back and sell, and this is a good time for us to whisper that guy and give him his hatred.
Learn anything new?
Yes, we use up one of our precious item slots, or sorry, portals, but it's okay. Oh, this gauntlet! This gauntlet, man, this is okay. It's okay. It has no life. It's not okay. Fuck! Maybe that's... Is Zodiac letter be good? I don't think so. You need a lot of mods on it, and nobody would try and craft with such a low base. No.
Stay sane.
Alright, invite to party. Hatred. I wish this thing had life. Then it'd be fine. This +1 mana gained on kill is kind of BS. Visit Hideout. Hatred. TY? Soon. Alright, let's just try and sell all this stuff. 6% detonate mines. Is it worth 1 alk? 5% flesh offer. Yeah, it's like 1 alk. It's fine. Might be more than 1 alk. I don't know. It's about right. Okay, I don't have that many portals left. But at the same time, the map is almost done. Zana's over there. Let's clear out that area. We're at 40 minutes and we still have another map to go. This is going to be a very long episode. Very long. But I don't want to break it in half either. Alright. Let's just finish up the area and then we can do the Zana map. The Zana map is... it's gonna be a bit of a problem, I think. We don't clear fast enough. I'm a little worried. I don't know. Maybe it'll be fine. What? Okay, I don't know where the last 13 mobs are. And I'm not gonna bother. Okay, enter Zana's map area, find a map item and complete it within the time limit. Touching the standing stones increases time limit.
Life like still water.
Oh, but Underground River is kind of like a straight path, right? Sort of. What are the mods? Burning ground, fire resistance, extra damage as fire. Okay, that's good to know. We gotta go. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Can't just clear everything. Whoa, what? Never mind. We can't do whatever the fuck we want because we just completed the mission. Alright, it's time to do a free map then. So Zana missions are essentially, it's a map. So we're doing a level 69 Underground River map. It doesn't count for Atlas bonus objectives, but map drops can happen here. So we would potentially get factories, ghettos, arcade, all the maps currently available to us that have had their bonus objectives completed. Kind of nice. I don't mind free maps. I guess you wouldn't call it free since you're actually, you know, finding it as a drop, but this instance in itself is free because we didn't have to spend a map for it. It was just a master mission. And we get a free boss kill, which means, you know, a decent amount of loot. Or we kill the boss, but... the nice thing about the mapping system, well, it's a nice change compared to like standard Path of Exile where you're just trying to progress through normal, cruel, and merciless. Once you finish, you know, I don't want to call it story mode, but once you finish progressing through those 3 difficulties, killing all the bosses and everything, things become a lot less structured and a lot more flexible. Like you can complete the Atlas in any way you wish, right? Like you can make it so that there's only a single path to get through the Atlas and then only those specific maps will drop. Or you can just complete as many bonus objectives as you can on the Atlas, which is what we're planning on doing. Well, not necessarily. Once we get to the higher levels, maybe we can start being a little more strategic and go like, okay, you know what, with the tier 10 maps, maybe we don't want all of them to drop because some of them are actually quite difficult. Although I would like to experience them at the very least. I don't know. I know there are some maps out there where I'm just like, there's no way I'm doing this map boss because he's gonna kill me for sure. So I don't know. But the point I'm trying to get at is at the low tiers, I think I just complete everything. There isn't a specific map I want. And even if there was, I don't even know them all, so there's that. I mean, we've been playing this game for so many years, and yet we still know so little about this game. It's crazy. If someone were to ask me about the game, like the amount of knowledge I can dish out compared to like someone who's played the same amount as me but paid attention, it's a world of difference. People would think like I bought my account or something, just how little I know. I mean, that's the cool thing about PoE. There's just so much to learn all the time. All right. I think I've been playing too much. My wrist is getting a little carpal tunnel-y. I think we stop after this episode. Or after this map. We leveled up, and what? I'm missing int? Okay. That's okay. It's not like we need to keep up curse. We need to level up curse on hit anyways. It's not that important. Okay, real quick, we leveled up, so let's give our totem some life and resistance. Hopefully it'll stop getting chilled now. And then after that, we probably pick up some more life for ourselves. Get ourselves to at least 4.5k HP. And then maybe we go back and look at damage. Like, this guy isn't getting stunned. Oh god, we need to figure out resistances too. Maybe we pick up that life and chaos resistance node. That might be useful. That might be the thing to do. Because these things hurt. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that we have negative 60 chaos resistance. Like, that's not good. Okay. You know what might be an option actually? I don't know if it'll work with Siege Ballista, but maybe we can get that ring, the Warden's Brand. It adds a lot of damage. And then, what was it? Frenzy charges when you stun? We stun all the time. So we're just gonna have max frenzy charges always. Like, maybe that's the way to go. I don't know. It's going down. I'm yelling timber. It's a timber axe. Alright. I mean, overall, things are going relatively well. This area seems pretty easy. Although now we're in the boss room, I'm not too sure anymore. I don't remember what the boss here is. So I'm a little scared. As I'm staying like pretty far. Oh my goodness, okay. It's the bear. Does it get stunned? I hope it does. Oh wow, it hurts. It enrages too. Okay, please get stunned. That does not look fun. This is not okay. Drop bears everywhere. This is not okay. We're fine. We're fine. Our siege ballista's leeching life. God, I can't wait for the day that I get like a friggin' 5 link. Or 6 link even. Please, get stunned. Is it not working? Oh god. It's enraged. The son of a bitch is mad. Oh, we did it. We did it.
I cannot carry this.
Okay, I don't care if I can carry it. Let's go back home. Well, okay, let's at least look at these items and see if they're any good. And chances are they're not, but you never know. Here, let's take a couple. And this. All right. Let's get out of here. Zana, your mission is complete. Are you level 2 yet? You are. So I can invite you to the hideout for next episode. It's only 50 minutes, which isn't too bad, actually. Let's sell our items. It is time for us once again to say goodbye. It's the end of this episode.
May your maps be merciful.
My wrists are pretty tired. So I'm ready to call it a day right here. But it was pretty productive today, I would say. Got a couple maps over here. We have the ghetto and factory, so we still need to form the beach as well as the oasis, which I'll do right now. So that's 3 deserts and 3 jungle valleys. Okay, desert 1, desert 2, desert 3, jungle valley, jungle valley, jungle valley. We're gonna sell these maps. So that's gonna give us the beach and the oasis. So those are the maps that we're gonna be aiming for next episode. We want to invite Zana to our hideout. Who can I kick out?
God bless you, Exile.
Yes, what is it?
I suppose I'll kick
Ready
out
for the hunt?
Tora, even though I don't really want to. I like her. You know, it's like Zana's sister.
What do you need?
But yeah, goodbye, Tora. Goodbye. And let's move you, Navali, over here. And now I can go to the lab. I can invite Zana to my hideout. Zana, come over here. You stand here. And she gives us the map device, which is very important. So let's put the map device right here. And now we can run maps from our hideout. So what we do is we go over here. We put our map in here. We get free 2% item quantity because Zana's currently level 2. When she's level 3, it'll be 3% item quantity. And we can also apply, you know, league-specific mods from the past. They do cost quite a bit of money, so we're really poor right now. We can't do any of that. But in order for us to complete our challenges, we're going to have to do that one day. But that day isn't today. That's it for this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, as always, you can leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more updates in the future. Otherwise, keep in touch, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Soon.